Simple one is entering the Little Tory Forest. Over.
I'm Jambo, Simple one. Keep your eyes open and drive carefully. You should see lots of animals.
Roger that, Wilson. First, guys, I'm going to point you over to your left. You're going to see a reddish-brown animal with the white stripes. That's called a bongo, and I'm pointing him out first because bongos are known as the ghost of the forest. That's because they have excellent camouflage, making them very difficult to see. They also have heavy horns that help their heads lean back so they move swiftly through the thick brush. You might see them 1 second, but they might poof, just disappear and be gone again. That's why we call them the ghost of the forest. To our right, that striped animal, that's an okapi. Judging by its markings, you think the okapi was related to the zebra, but in fact, okapis are the only known relative of the giraffe. They're very shy animals, though. They actually were not discovered by the Western world until 1901. I'm coming up on a watering hole. Watering holes are very important social gathering points for animals. Those are, I think, greater kudu. They're the second largest antelope we have on the reserve. They can weigh about 750 pounds. I'm from Michigan, so they just look like huge, over 5,000 pounds. Oh, there's one, just two of them, just to your right. Look over the log. Hippos, though, will actually stay submerged underwater for periods of 5 to 8 minutes at a time. So usually we just see the tips of their snouts to their backs. They look like large rocks just kind of floating in the water. Also to our right, those are a couple of white-faced whistling ducks with their back ends in the air. We're not ducks. There's a couple more hippos on our left. Look at that. They're under the water. Those blackbirds in the nest, those are white-breasted cormorants doing the funky thing with their throats. They lack the essential waterproofing those animals first have, so they can sit out in the sun all day to dry off. The large whitish gray birds with the long beaks, those are pigback pelicans, like that big one back there, so they'll open their mouths through these heat. This is how they regulate their body temperature. Nile crocodiles are much larger and more aggressive than American alligators. They're more popular animals like lions, zebras, elephants, giraffes. But this right here, though, guys, this is the wild Africa that we're all working very, very hard to conserve. The savanna landscape itself is created by the animals that inhabit it. Elephants are the bulldozers, so knock over the trees to eat them, letting the grass grow. Giraffes are the pruning shears, they'll eat the undersides of the trees, letting light in. Zebra and large antelope will mow down the grass, while little nibblers like Thompson gazelles and warthogs will trim up the edges. In a balanced ecosystem, there's more than enough food for everyone. To our right, that very large gray animal, that's a white-bearded wildebeest, also known as doo for the noise they make as they migrate. White-bearded wildebeest have the largest migration left on Earth at about 1.5 million each year. So be sure that there's probably a couple more of those out here somewhere. And you look on either side of the truck, these large mounds of earth, these are actually termite mounds, and they're hard as concrete. Elephants will use termite mounds as scratching posts. And then after the elephants wear down the termite mounds, the antelope will stand on top of them, keeping out for lions and other large predators hiding in the tall grass. Keep your eyes in the tall grass along the tree lines, though. Animals tend to gather there. If you see something, holler, being pointed out. I'll try to tell you what it is. There's a couple, 3 of them, very large, sandy-colored animals. Those are Patterson's eland. They are the largest antelope we have on the reserve. They can weigh about 2,000 pounds and stand about 6 feet tall from their shoulders back. Saw a lot more wildlife up ahead around the corner when we came from down. They reach about 60 pounds at maturity, but they're in fact the second fastest animal we have in the reserve. They reach speeds of 55 miles per hour. The large horned fellows, those are Ankole cattle, also known as Watusi cattle, named after the Watusi tribe that first domesticated them. They are the only domesticated animal we have in the reserve. Their horns can be about 5 to 6 feet long, but they're honeycomb on the inside, though. The large, solid brown animals, those are Impala. Impala can make leaping bounds about 30 feet. These are reticulated giraffe. Reticulated giraffe get their name from the Latin word reticulata, which means net. That's usually described in that Lake Pratt Reserve. Our mascots are Mickey's, if you will. Their horns can be right back there. Just looks like a big rock. Pretty cool.
I don't know you want.
And look at how great it is. Just use it in front.
It's right there. Sam? How can you miss him? Think for another way. He's right there.
Oh! And here he comes.
Here, back up. Back up a little. Look, Jada.
Wow. Oh, we should
Oh my God.
Petit tigre. Ah.
I'm almost there. I'm like,
Le voy a decir